Radiant
Dire's
team
ban.
ban.
Ten seconds to go. Radiant's pick.
Imba Spirit.
Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds. Dire's ban.
Outworld Devourer.
Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds. Dire's ban.
Alright, that's enough of being AFK. Looks like we got ourselves a sneaky little draft going.
10 seconds to go.
So,
5 seconds.
this matchup between these two
Radiant's
players is
ban.
one that we've seen before. Slapnut Magoos played this OD hero against us in Phoenix League. I had an LG on my team. And I believe they even picked the OD in Tampa. And they're like confident enough to first pick it because
10 seconds to go.
it's in response to the LG Ember first
5
pick.
seconds.
So it's rough. This lane, one of the most one-sided lanes in the game.
Radiant's
I think.
pick.
It's really up
Dire's
to what
pick.
Ember can do to move around and make rotations with the level 6. You're going to be behind in lane. It's a given. You know? Oh, hang on. Hey, wait, hold up. This one? Let me turn the light on.
10 seconds to go.
He's going to be upset.
5
We'll
seconds.
enjoy a little bit of this.
Dire's pick.
Yep. So,
Crystal Maiden.
alright, the Classy M comes out. Yeah, it's tough because it feels like this might just be like the be-all, end-all counter to the way that Mayhem want to play is just shut Ellie down in lane.
10 seconds to go.
And
5 seconds.
LG gonna have a rough time into OD and gonna be very reliant on like getting runes and making the rotations work. So we're gonna have to see Mayhem supports rotate mid to secure the 6-minute rune
Radiant's pick.
and make what they
Wind
can.
Ranger at
So
your
they
service.
picked Wind Ranger again. This is now the 3rd game in a row they've picked Wind Ranger. So, and these supports are quite, I don't want to say
10
passive,
seconds
but
to
they
go.
will struggle to make things happen on the map by themselves. So,
5 seconds. Radiant's pick.
oh, we lost ourselves a cat.
Ten seconds to go.
But there
5
are
seconds.
Underlord picks.
Dyer's
I really
pick.
hope this is played offlane. I do not like this Underlord one. I really hope they play this Underlord as like the, you know, the old style of Underlord. Because Echo Saber Underlord just ain't it for me, Chief. I'll be honest. It ain't it. It has not looked good in any
10
game that I've
seconds to
watched
go.
it. And I watched a game the other night.
5 seconds.
I think Slapnuts might have been on the receiving end of a Team Earth Underlord. And it was like a Gleipnir Ags Underlord, and that looked very good. We shall see. We shall see. I mean, with where they picked it, I would assume it's going to be offlane, saving their last pick for the carry. Mayhem now looking for their own offlaner. Needs to be something aggressive. Something to corral the fights.
Dyer's
Wouldn't mind
ban.
Mars.
I speak for the
Nature's
trees.
Prophet. Okay, that's got to be one. Looks like they're going to leave their 3 till last. I do like the Prophet though. It is definitely a way to deal with the OD is to outpace them. And, you know, if LG can't be active because she's going to be
10
very
seconds
weak
to
and
go.
very far behind in the lane, getting active on another core
5 seconds.
is definitely definitely a good response to that. So I do quite like this Prophet pick.
Radiant's ban.
Life's still a ban. It does
10
look like
seconds to go.
they need some sort of tanky
5
frontlining
seconds.
offlaner,
Radiant's
but
ban.
those heroes do feel kind of awful into AA and OD, so it's a tough pick. I think the Dawnbreaker ban is actually good for Mayhem. I feel like they might have picked that, but it would be pretty bad for their lineup, I think. I'm not sure.
10 seconds to go.
It sucks trying to pick a hero without looking at the hero list. Let me have a look at some offlane heroes here. It's tough. It's tough because like any cores that get picked here are kind of terrible into OD and Underlord. The only thing they could really pick is Medusa, but I'm not a big fan of that.
Dyer's ban.
Maybe they just go with the Wraithing again. Oh no, that's banned. I think
10
maybe you
seconds
just
to
pick
go.
like a Mars or something and just say, alright Mars, you're having a terrible game.
5
Please
seconds.
blink Arena 3 heroes. And let's hope for the best off that.
Dyer's pick.
PA ban. We
10
gotta hurry
seconds
this
to
drafting
go.
up, okay? I've got someone to be at 11 PM, so
5 seconds.
need to accelerate this a little bit, you know, for a couple 20-minute games. This is not what I had in mind when I said let's accelerate things a bit.
Radiant's pick.
Now they picked Night Stalker. Night Stalker's not a horrible pick either. Can get on top of these supports and make their game difficult. Is quite good into OD as well if you get on top of him. And just silence him, obviously absolutely annihilates his damage output, so
10 seconds to go.
can be good. Need to accelerate and
5
win
seconds.
the lane quite heavily. See what the response from Slapnuts is. I feel like Night Stalker Wind Ranger lane should be quite good. Night Stalker hero really excels when there's like a hero half HP and can get voided and, you know, run down with a couple hits. And Wind Ranger should be able to get heroes low in the lane, so definitely could be some good work from there. I don't know the Slapnuts hero here is. They can pretty much pick any carry and it's fine. But which carries are particularly good?
Pudge.
Who's it gonna be?
Okay. Well, that is one hero they could pick. I also do believe this is Underlord 1. Alright, we'll see if I can be convinced. It should be pretty good circumstance for it, I think. It should lane okay in a Night Stalker Wind Ranger. Obviously, big benefit of Night Stalker is that he right clicks you a lot, but when you're losing damage to the Atrophy Aura, good. I think it's Fulgus that plays one for Slapnuts. If it's Pudge, different story. I think Pudge might just get beat down in that lane. Let me. I mean, I suppose we're gonna see anyway in a second. But last match win is Underlord. Wow, this guy's an Underlord expert.
Better get ready.
Ooh, very cute.
That's the spirit.
It is. I'm not sure because Slapnuts are without Schooner Belly tonight, so and half Rainbow as well, actually. So 2 subs for Slapnuts. Alright, Spring Roll. Gonna walk into the entire enemy team. Spring Roll. Very dead. There's a Pudge Hook. Pudge Hook to finish it. No. Alright, Spring Roll dodged a Pudge Hook. We're calling that a win. Calling that a victory.
Nice.
Got a bit of Dung Beetle action. And looks like they want another one. Oh god, it is Pudge. It is Underlord 1.
And they're off.
Yoshi, looking for the rune, but nice Treant micro. Blocking the Pudge Hook from the direction that
No
Pudge
more
likely
bets,
is.
please.
Actually, they could see where Pudge was coming from with the ward, but still doesn't change the fact it's nice tree micro. Ophelia once again taking this portal to lane.
Where you going?
Pudge Hook does land on Declare, but Flying Tree not close enough to follow up with the Shackle, so not going to be much there. I did just hear a ding from Discord. I looked over and I see the Twitch clip, which is a level 1 Rocha 10. We might be watching that between games.
Nix on that.
Oh my god, I've been raided. What the hell? Thank you, Staya. I was just talking about the... Oh no, it's Beef Supreme. It's a song. I didn't know it made that fucking noise. Holy shit. I thought that was a raid noise. Beef Supreme wants Ram Ranch. Okay, so how it's actually supposed to work, Beef, is it's supposed to like autoplay a song on Spotify, but obviously that's off at the moment. But I'll play some Ram Ranch for you between games. Open up last hits here. Amber doing okay, but this is where it starts to get a little bit painful once OD has a couple levels. Meanwhile, top lane, Ophelia playing forward is going to get the kill on the Shadow Shaman first, but Yoshi finds the return and now running down Claire. Has the Rot Facet, so a lot of right-click damage here. Claire has another spell and the Fairy Fire. Can Claire get away? The creeps are doing a lot of work. Claire, one more right-click will clean up Pudge.
Cold hand in mine.
Alright, Claire level 3. He's big. Lots of tangos for regen. Well, Shaman looking to find the kill, but we'll just interrupt the stack. And actually, just the pull. And the lane is in quite a rough spot for Ophelia to get back. And no TP as well. So, definitely not a good trade for Ophelia there. Despite getting the kill first, he's going to lose... actually, they brought this under tower, so only going to be losing one creep wave from this. So, not the worst still, but you can see bottom of the last hits on the core, so even the Amber Spirit is doing enough here. And Amber actually doing a good job in the mid lane. It's still relatively even. The hook does land onto Ophelia, and there's going to be a follow-up shackle here. And it is. And there's no way to interrupt the shackle in this lane. Ophelia brought down once again. We'll have a TP up to get back to lane this time, but just a miserable laning experience for Ophelia here. It always feels so bad to like die to Pudge, then you get back to your lane, and then you just die again. But Shaman and just a little bit of love off to the side of the lane. That's the sport to do. Where's bottom lane going? Spring roll, trying to farm, is finding much better last hits this time around than last game. The pit on the 2 is nice, but no Firestorm to follow it up. This is Atrophy Aura level. Oh, the pit just denied a last hit. Oh, that's very good. How much damage is nice still to lose? I see no win run here, but just chilling. Looks like top lane has stabilized a little bit for Ophelia. And forward onto Forgus. They are beating him up a little bit, but the pit is going to be there. And now the return onto Icy. Icy is rooted up here. Let's have Fairy Fire. Is dodging a lot. Now Forgus is overcommitted. Another power shot's going to be there. It turns daytime though. I have to watch mid for that OD level 6 timing. Ember, full mana, but full mana is 265. A little bit less now. 198. Ember has used one spell and is out of mana. God, I hate this fucking OD hero. Holy shit. 6-minute rune is going to be the important one here. Oh my god, I hope you guys can't hear my washing machine. Sounds like there's a demon in there. What the fuck? 6-minute rune. bottled by Ember, and it's a haste. It's good rune for ganking, making things happen. But things are happening top. Shaman actually dies here. Claire trying for the courier snipe. Ophelia now running forward. Yoshi wants to kill Claire, but does manage to land the hook through all the creeps and is now on towards Ophelia, but Ophelia gonna pick up the double kill. So Claire very happy with that trade. Ophelia 2 kills. You can see the mid lane is starting to really open up for the OD now. Having a much better time of it. Drops the hammer. Oh, Ember is still alive here. Never mind.
To teach.
Ember is no longer alive. But does have the haste upon respawning, so hopefully can TP somewhere and make some moves. But probably doesn't want to be bottom lane because there's no nighttime. And
This'll come in handy.
you probably really want to go somewhere where you can bring the Prophet in as well. And their TP is out bottom. The pit is there. The haste is popped. Does catch on towards Underlord. Where's the Prophet TP? Prophet's not interested. Power shot does land, but it's not enough damage. And they're struggling to kill Forgus here. He is very tanky with the Azure Fiora, but they do eventually cook him down. And they take his crew for good measure.
Run.
And a nice rotation with that first power rune by Ellie. Sorry, LG. I really would rather use the player's preferred name, but it's just a habit. Claire does get hooked here. Does manage to dodge away from a lot of damage here. Nice sprout onto 2. Claire trying to back up. Ophelia is level 6, so there is a big Prophet ulti coming through. And a TP in from Wind Ranger as well. Ophelia turning on towards Yoshi. Yoshi gonna get clicked down here. Can Ophelia find Flying Tree as well? Another sprout is there. Flying Tree does have a shackle. Makes some time, but nobody is coming. And Icy gonna get a double kill. And a big creep wave as well as the Treant here on towards this tower. This tower's gonna die.
Radiant's top tower's in bad shape.
Oh, there's a glyph. They do need to glyph it. Needs to be some tree micro. Okay, Pudge TP's in, does miss a hook. But Ophelia is a long way up the lane now. Trying to TP. Does block with the Treant. Pudge could not fit through the fat fuck. Nicely done by Ophelia. In the meantime, Spring Roll did die bottom, so Spring Roll suffering a little bit as well, but it's daytime. It's known to happen to... there is a 4-man rotation from Essence here. They are desperate looking for OD, but OD is long gone.
With me.
That was a TP scroll from Prophet as well. TP bottom. Forgus on the run. Does have TP in 1 second. Spring Roll needs to hold the void. But they're letting him go. I can't believe Forgus got away with that. Unfortunate. Alright, let's check the net worth. Despair. It's not that bad. I've seen much worse, actually.
This is ours.
Honestly, like, this is probably the best you can hope for in this matchup. So, well, nicely done by LG. She's probably played this matchup enough to know what she can and can't squeeze out of the lane.
No breaking down the radiant structures.
Now looking for another rotation bottom. Will be spotted out by this ward here, though. And it does turn nighttime. Yoshi is coming in. The pit is there off the back of the slide. The Hex, the Pudge, the ulti does land on the Spring Roll as well. Spring Roll walking into the pit. Spring Roll in a lot of trouble. Gonna die as well. And the hook back on towards Claire as well. Essence lose 3. And Ophelia is TPing out. Straight the fuck out of there. Where'd she go? Oh, top one. The 5-hero response from Slapnuts there. And very rough for Ember Spirit to play into Underlord. They'll use that teamfight win as well as the Underlord attribute damage to clean up the bottom tower. I see, looking for a shackle. Doesn't land it, but there's not much coming anyway. Now TPing mid. Pudge looking for Elegy, but did just want to walk in and dismember there, I think, but not going to be allowed to. There is a Blink Dagger actually coming
Radiant's
very
top
quickly
tower
for this
is
Pudge.
urgent.
Ophelia is doing a good job farming here. Both teams kind of hanging around middle. It's a power rune in 30 seconds, but question if anything happens before then. The answer is no. Mayhem just gonna chill a little bit. But they have left, and the runes are about to spawn, so there is a remnant bottom, but I'm not even sure you want to take that. Alright, well, they take the remnant. Chris is actually getting focus fired up. He's taking a lot of damage to focus fire. Prophet peeking in behind. Chris is gone. Icy brings him down. Prophet running in is shackled up in the wards, and the Ice Blast does connect. Prophet going to bring down Shaman before he goes, but he's out now. Forgus TPing in. Does have the Echo Saber. Lands a couple of hits on towards Icy. Can he bring him down? Icy does get clicked down by Forgus. Oh, it's not even an Echo Saber. That was just his attack speed with treads. Okay. Does have Mask of Madness now on the Underworld. And actually TP Remnant back in from Ember. Looking for some Embering. The pit is down and the root going to follow up. And OD is back. Drops the hammer. Ember going to surely tick out to this Astral. And there he goes. And Pudge does not land the hook, but it's only the supports from Essence around.
Bottom tower's seen better days. Them dire buildings are tough as nails.
Cliff going to force Slapnut's back. And once again, Slapnut's bring a lot of heroes here, and
bottom tower
Prophet is just hitting creeps and putting pressure in the side lanes. And so is Spring Roll, so they do kill Elegy there, but
Radiant's bottom
giving up a fair bit in the side lanes here too. Where's Pudge? Okay, just healing off the creep. Alright, Spring Roll is spotted out by this ward farming this camp. And Forgus gonna land the pit, but Spring Roll should just be able to walk this off. There's too much movement speed there. Because it's nighttime. Prophet, Maelstrom complete. There is Ember Spirit.
Dire's
Making a move bottom. Looks like the read is here, and Shaman's here this time. Do get the Night Stalker ulti off, and the silence as well, so there's no Shackle follow-up. Can they kill Shaman? Shaman does now Shackle, but the Shaman passive is going to break the Shackle. Shaman goes down very early on in this fight. Elegy is committed forward here, but Ophelia looks to be standing tall. Forgus quite low. Prophet ulti does bounce through. Can they get past these Shaman wards? Astral onto Forgus to try and keep him alive. They do see all these TPs. Actually, it's Chris in the Astral. Chris going to get brought down when the Astral ends. Yoshi does land the hook on towards Spring Roll. Spring Roll does get the silence off right before she dies, but going down. And Ophelia now on the run from Yoshi. And Forgus is actually able to TP away and rejoin the fight here. And Ophelia's now got to stand and fight. Ember doing what you can. Ophelia, stand and fight, stand and deliver. What have you got? Where's Elegy's team? They're gone. So is Elegy. Everybody's dead. There's nobody to help.
Tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
Nice power shot attempt from Icy, but does not find the connection there. And that looked good for Mayhem for a bit there. They were very, very close to winning that out, but Yoshi was the difference maker there. And speaking of difference maker, this OD is starting to look fairly scary. Ophelia's having a good game, but Spring Roll and Elegy, not so much. Is Pudge stealing off creeps again? Yeah, okay, we're alright. And Pudge now actually has 9 flesh heap stats. So Pudge is massive. bonus items coming for a Philo. There's probably a Glimmer for Claire. It's on the way. I do like the urn. And shield room for Ember. But looks like Ophelia might be in a little bit of trouble here. Is pinged out there. Nice read by Ophelia to just walk that one off.
The Dire might want to mine the top tower.
Okay, so here's the thing about Underlord carry.
Dire's
I
got
think
one less
the strength
top
of this
tower.
hero is just like being Underlord, and that's why people are like, it feels good to play Underlord carry, just because you're Underlord in general. Like you do the same thing, but like carry players don't realize, like after years of playing against this thing, just how fucked it is. Redzel, he's fine. That's calculated, and does get the shard so very nicely.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
Looks like we are group farming the ancient because we don't really have an ancient stacked acre.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now. Have fun trying to bust down Radiant structures now. Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
Alright, the tower is dead. There's a big ice blast coming in here, and Yoshi holds them in. August is TPing in. Springroll's already dead. Can they catch Icy as well? Unlucky. In the meantime, actually, Emma caught as well off to the side, so shackled up, beat down by Chris. Nice hook from Yoshi to save Icy there. And Slapnut's only a 5k lead, but it feels very unplayable for Essence. The two heroes that are dead just feels like they do not have a game and have no way of getting in. This Pudge
bottom tower
has Ags finished, 10 stacks.
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower?
Pudge looking for a hook.
Them Dire
Find it.
buildings are tough.
Essence are TPing in here, and they throw the Nightstalker ulti, the Remnant forward. Can they catch anyone? Focus is actually super low. Is Astral up to save him, but he's going to die when he comes out of this for sure. No, the hook from Yoshi, very well timed. Chris left alone, does drop the hammer, but he's now going to fall to the Claire's ultimate. They bring down Nightstalker on the back, but Prophet is now on towards the Shaman. Shaman, not long left for this world. Ember gonna find Pretzel as well, so nicely done from Mayhem here. And just as I said, it's looking very unplayable for them. They find a fantastic fight.
Radiant's top
Forgus was
towers
super low there. I don't know what happened to get Forgus so low, but Slapnut's had to expend a lot of abilities keeping Forgus alive. And granted, they do keep Forgus alive, but it does cost them the fight. Tipping heroes mid. There's no blink, but the 4-star Hex is there from Shaman, and the Shackle follow up, and Ember is gonna get lucky and
Out of fuel.
find themselves respawning. Shaman just electric sliding in with the chicken. And they're not done. Pudge does split out Icy, does hit the hook, but the Shackle is there as well. And the Ice Blast does land on the wood. Springroll. Springroll now got to run. Is nighttime. So Springroll looking for the Jukes. Does get very far away. Is just hiding in the river, and Shaman can find him with the Hex. And there's a Shackle follow-up. Prophet is TPing in here. Prophet thinks better of it. And Springroll is going to get clicked down by the Pudge.
I was meant to have this.
Looks like they want to make a play middle though. The smoke might run into Chris, and Chris does get spotted there. Alright, now he's definitely spotted. Does manage to blink away though. Oh my god, Chris is out of there. Not able to punish the two heroes being bottom. Which I thought they were looking for with that smoke. Ember has finished Mage Slayer. Will help with the OD quite a bit. Spring Roll trying to work on BKB. Hurricane Plaque from Ophelia. Uma finished. Flare. And Night's not royalty popped. Just running at this poor Shaman. They are going to bring heroes in though. Nightstalker able to close the gap with the silence to slow him down. Fulgus does secure the root. Flare hooked up on the backline. Flare will be the first victim here. Ice Blast's actually not really going to connect. Does get a little bit there. Hurricane Plaque onto Ophelia. Ophelia actually just getting absolutely battered down by these two fat boys. And Icy is win running, but taking so much damage. And LG not able to deal enough damage, and Spring Roll shackled up and burned to death by the rod. And that felt like a 3v5. And the hammer drops on the back for LG.
Dyer's
gonna be a
bottom
tier 2.
tower's getting the business. The Dyer gave up a bottom tower.
What the hell was that Astral? It might be some trolling. And I mean, they're just gonna hit the tier 3s here. Underlord has a lot of damage in that
Dyer
fight.
best do something about that
Big
bottom
cleaving.
tower.
Yeah, just a little bit of love onto the tier 3. Deal 600 damage real quick. Leave Pudge. Has finished a Glimmer. And has 16 Flesh Heap stacks. Good lord, this man is big. Essence just walking forward under the vision. They make no effort to clear the vision, and Icy gonna fall. Flare gonna get hooked. No, does dodge out the hook, but there is a Hex there, and Pudge just walking up. And a Shackle for Flare. Essence supports. Take the fast way back to base. There's not much that Claws can do aside from shove out the lanes. They are waiting on this Remnant. The pings are out. Flying Tree is looking for it.
Dyer's mid tower.
Okay, doesn't take it back. Does see all the heroes on the tier 2. And the Shaman wards are going to be dropped. We'll run into Underworld here. Underworld does throw the pit. And they TP in the Prophet here. They're on towards Forgus, but can they kill Forgus? Ice Blast is coming, and there's a lot of damage to Forgus. So LG gonna fall, and can they bring down Forgus? Forgus 30 HP. He's getting away. Oh no.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's
Prophet
bottom
on
tower.
the low ground. And Icy gonna get caught coming over to help. Alright, can they do something about Yoshi? No, the Underlord ulti is coming back in from the fountain. Underlord full HP. Nightstalk committing forward, but the BKB Forgus is just here. They are bringing a lot of heroes. Forgus BKB is standing tall for now, but he's Quelling Bladed up. Does get hooked out. He is still rooted by the CM, but able to just slip on out of there.
Dyer's top tower. You know the drill.
Invisibility.
Dyer's mid tower.
Prophet now doing their best to cut waves with the trees and the Mjolnir, but things must be pretty desperate for Mayhem, and they're about to be a lot more desperate.
Dyer's top tower's getting beat down.
I think we might not see first pick Ember Spirit again. Great hero,
Dyer's
but
top tower. You know the drill.
there's definitely been enough answers picked to it this game. They will have a difficult time. Never mind, they just go through backdoor.
Dyer's top tower.
Backdoor needs a buff. Fuck me. Ophelia TPing away. The Atos does stop the first round of TP, and Pudge is coming. Ophelia can no longer TP. She tries it, but she doesn't even have one. Oh, hooked up by Yoshi. The Pudge Dismember is there, and Ophelia gonna be forced to man fight out of it. Icy does die in the meantime as well. Essence, they're trying to play the map, but they're just dying all over it.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now. Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
Haste.
Radiant's bottom tower's seen better days.
Essence backs against the wall. What can they come up with? Give me some form of high ground defense, but BKBs are so far away. The items just keep coming. OD, full BKB. Gonna go Hex next. And they're gonna do Roche with the OD. OD just does so much damage on this. This has a lot of right click damage as well. And this Roche is so fast. That's all going. SNY, Yoshi, just buying a hard. He's pretty unkillable anyway. 34 bonus strength. I see. Quick buy. And I mean, the items feel like they are so far away from Essence. They need BKBs, but they're just never gonna get the chance to get them.
Radiant's top
high ground is
in
coming.
bad shape. Guess what's happening?
And there are the
Dire's
wards
bottom
dropped.
tower.
And the TP in vision hooked up and getting close. I see it is out. No buyback.
Bottom tower's getting
This Rax is dead.
Dire just couldn't save that.
Spring Roll also getting caught up on the back line. Hammer drop from Spring Roll.
The Dire's
No
bottom
buyback on
rags
Spring
got
Roll.
problems. Dire's bottom rags didn't make it. The farm
Now
felt well
Slapnut's
to
just
the
gonna
Dire's
walk
bottom
around and
barracks.
it's a little bit difficult to get a second lane, but you do have to just tank it. But they've creeped in bottom, so the
Dire's
cutting of mid
mid-range
wave
ain't
doesn't
doing
really
so
mean
hot.
much.
Regeneration.
Second lane gonna fall.
The Dire's mid-rags. It's gone. Ain't looking good for the Dire's mid-rags. It's gone. Radiant's mid-tower's getting banged up.
Looks like they are gonna hunt Ophelia now. Can they catch her? The blink forward from Shaman with the X. Yes, they can. Underworld's coming,
Radiant's
but
top
they don't even need
tower's in
Underworld.
bad shape.
Ophelia's just dead. The respawn time is mercifully short. By the time they get back to the base, Pudge is still here, and they see Pudge under this ward. They do smoke for it, but it's too slow, and they have no damage. The time to go was when you see Pudge alone, but now Pudge is regrouped with the team. The 4-man smoke with Prophet dead is a bold one. They do spot Shaman here. Can they kill Shaman? Shaman is a good spot for the team. All staff towards them. Team running over. Shaman buying a lot of time here. Shaman's flicked out. Oh, it's disastrous, man. They can't even kill this Shaman. Big roll. Dead. The rest of Mayhem Delta split. Now, at least going to clear out most of the creep waves. The top creep wave is going to be there, though. Ophelia doing a little bit of trolling with the teleport.
Dire's top tower's getting beat down.
And there's a single creep wave top here. Guys, do you have a clip? Back to the waiting time anyway.
Dire's lost the top tower. The Dire went and fortified their structures. Dire's top rags is in trouble. Dire's top rags is already
With Arcane Black.
in the making.
Really does Arcane Black has something out. Lane's one to go. Priest just happens to be flying. New Year is down. Shaman went forward with Shackle, but it's the only thing they can do is fight him. Ember in the end. Let's get rooted on. One right click.
That was a practice shot.
Ember down as well. Does have comeback.
With me.
Might be a shift enter scenario here. Ophelia spotted out by this ward, so they get dead. Up into high ground. Keep you away. The hook. Nice try from Yoshi. Good read, but not gonna find the exact spot.
Pull roots and run.
Alright. Essence looks like they're gonna get one more flight here. Ah, never mind.
Hope the Dire weren't partial to that mid tower. The Dire couldn't hang on to that mid tower.
Yeah. Alright, Yoshi died. They get the full stages. They're out by back.
The Radiant Village.
Up hill to Slapnut. Now, back to what's important at hand. Oh, there's a song redeemed. I haven't forgotten, but we do need to check out this business. Because there was apparently a level 1 voice volume so low compared to game. It shouldn't be. Like dude, my audio settings are so fun, honestly. I'll turn the game down a little bit. Actually, let me do it this way. Alright. Let's see if that's better. Yo, leaking my fucking screen resolution, dude, that's fucked up. No. Okay. Hopefully, this will capture it. Yes, but it's also not going to capture my sound, for sakes. Alright, I don't know how to test if you guys can hear this or not. Shut up, Dodo. Alright. There's no sound for me either.
What? Is this like a... Is this some...
With the Marcy facet? Are they tanking Roche?
Is this just some meme? They're not actually doing it. They are!
What are they doing here?
Okay, this is... Oh, they can tank!
Okay, dude.
Interesting, I did not know that. And they tank 4 hits each. Like each
the
bar.
facet, dude, is big.
Oh, they should know, they should know.
Oh, the crew's
Oh
getting cleaned
no.
up.
Okay, this
Oh,
is
no.
fucking hilarious, honestly. Like, props to them for trying this, because this is some, like, pretty funny meme. But as soon as you fuck up the...
Oh, that's very funny.
As soon as you fuck up and let a courier die, they're gonna immediately know where you are, right? Because...
Alright, that was a good attempt. That was a good attempt. How many sound devices are attached to my PC? A lot. A lot, okay? Dude, people are like, oh, you... So the thing is, my headphones also have their own sound mixer. So, like, what you guys hear is very, very different to what I hear. Let me turn those sound back on. And I guess I'll go to break while we wait for game 2. Actually, let me check if they just got straight into game 2. Great, now my Dota's... Okay, never mind, fine. It's fine. But yeah, so I have the virtual one for like the stream. Then I have like your normal sound drivers. Then I've got one for my microphone, which has input and output, and then I have one for my headphones, which has input and output. And so, like, yeah, just it stacks up. Alright, they're not in game yet, so I'm gonna go to break screen and hang out my washing. To edit this. Zero slap. Oh my god, I made it smaller last time and it still needs to be smaller. Cool. Alright. Now we need Now we gotta fulfill the song request. Wait, you guys hear that?
18 naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch. Big herd throbbing cocks wanting to be sucked. 18 naked cowboys wanted to be fucked. Cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch on their knees wanting to suck cowboy cocks. Ram Ranch really rocks. Hot, hard, buff cowboys, their cocks throbbing hard. 18 more wild cowboys out in the yard. Big bulging cocks ever so hard. Orgy in the showers at Ram Ranch. Big hard throbbing cocks. Ram and cowboy butt like a breed of ram wanting to rut. Big hard throbbing cocks getting sucked real deep. Cowboys even getting fucked in their sleep. Ram Ranch, it rocks. Cowboys love big hard throbbing cocks. "18 naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch. Big hard throbbing cocks wanting to be sucked. 18 naked cowboys wanting to be fucked. Cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch on their knees wanting to suck cowboy cocks. Ram Ranch really rocks." Hot, hard, buff cowboys, their cocks throbbing hard. 18 more wild cowboys out in the yard. Big bulging cocks ever so hard. Orgy in the showers at Ram Ranch. Big hard throbbing cocks. Ram and cowboy butt like a breed of ram wanting to rut.
10 seconds to go. Dyer's ban. Radiant's ban. Radiant's ban. Dyer's ban.
Mercifully short delay.
Radiant's ban.
Thank God we don't have to listen to any more Ram Ranch. I need to press that.
10 seconds to
Let
go.
me know if game sound is
Radiant's
still
ban.
too loud.
Dyer's ban.
Hopefully it should be better, but we'll see.
Dyer's pick. Radiant's pick. Dyer's ban.
I'll turn it down a little.
Monkey King.
Alright, Slapnuts picked the monkey themselves. First pick monkey will be Safe Lane Monkey. I think Forgus very much likes this hero, so it's through. And, oh, did we get the cat cam back? Hang on.
10 seconds to go.
Seen the draft screen and he knows that,
5 seconds. Dyer's ban.
he knows that I always pat him during the draft screen. If my camera's gonna fucking stand up, Jesus.
10
Keeps
seconds
wanting
to
fall
go.
over. Fucked up.
5 seconds.
Alright, AA sniped. Oh my god, dude, just fucking chill. The leg like collapsed. It's done. Had it. Alright, Essence steal away the AA. And I mean, it didn't feel like AA was the only problem last game, but it felt like a problem, so it's nice that they could steal it away. They ban out the Underlord. So 2 of the problems gone. But they do have a new problem in the Monkey King. AA might be the answer to Monkey King if you can land the Ice Blast. Stops a lot of what Monkey King wants to do. At least in the early mid game. Wait.
Radiant's ban. Radiant's pick.
They spend a lot of reserve time to ban Sand King. I wonder what they were talking about there.
Dyer's pick.
I speak for the trees.
Alright, Slapnuts take the profit for themselves. It's interesting because they already have Monkey King, so I wonder where they're going to play the profit. Both of these heroes can't be pos 1. So I wonder if that leads us towards a support profit?
10 seconds to go.
Or it could just be mid monkey as well. I suppose that does also
5
work.
seconds.
And it feels like mid monkey does shut down a lot
Dyer's
of
pick.
LG's heroes.
Slada.
Slider! That's not a hero I would have
Radiant's
expected
pick.
Essence to pick. Phoenix. Alright, Phoenix Slaughter. I can see this lane being powerful
10
against the
seconds
monkey.
to go.
We'll
5
see, we'll
seconds.
see though. It does seem quite volatile. And they would need to play very well, I think, for the lane to be good against monkey. Slapnuts will need to reveal whether both of these heroes are going to be core, or one of them is going to be core, or what the go is here. But Essence only have a safe lane and mid lane to deal with whatever the hell happens here. Probably talking about what they want to do with this monkey and with this prophet. They put monkey mid and prophet safe
Radiant's
lane.
pick.
Jakiro,
Dyer's pick.
SD. So they're both support. So that tells me that monkey and prophet are both going to be core. So really would lean into monkey mid, prophet safe lane. And the Jakiro and Shadow Demon do change up a lot about this this safe lane. Suddenly, Slaughter
10 seconds to
does
go.
not feel particularly good. Both these heroes heavily impact
5 seconds.
the balance of power in that lane, and not in Mayhem's favor. So, good picks from Slapnuts, and I guess they leave their off lane to last. We've been abandoned once again. Snipe a little view of where he moved to. Huh? We get a cat attack.
Dyer's ban.
I'm a juicer from Mayhem. I do like this. I would like this. It can't be offlane, which is a shame, because I would like it offlane, and then they put the slot on mid. I would like that.
10 seconds
Oh,
to
okay,
go.
we can't show that. That's TOS. What the hell, man?
5 seconds. Radiant's ban.
What are you doing?
Radiant's ban.
Yeah, I do like this Medusa pickup. I feel like it's a good
10
hero. Although they
seconds
do
to
pick it
go.
in a Shadow Demon. So, it can be rough if they're playing a
Dyer's
+1,
ban.
which I think they will be. And I think it's going to be Slaughter off lane, and the Viper Band kind of just reveals that it's monkey mid, so... The only LG hero I can really think of that plays into the
10 seconds to go.
monkey mid is Invoker. But Invoker does not feel
5
particularly good
seconds.
here. Doesn't feel bad, but doesn't feel particularly good. There are a lot of offlaners gone as well, so Slapnuts might find the offlane hero pool a bit restricted. Although the Pudge is still
Dyer's
there.
pick.
They could just Pudge again. It looked very good game one.
Ten seconds to go.
Yeah,
5
sorry,
seconds.
J-Bud. I did decide to stream quite late, so it wasn't really organized anyway. Oh, that's
Radiant's
true.
pick.
Also, 30. So there's sound drivers for the webcam too, because it's got a fucking inbuilt microphone. There's sound drivers for that. So there's a 6th one. Yeah. Anyway, a lot of crap. But they picked Puck.
10 seconds to go.
This should be a much better game for Puck than the
5
last
seconds.
the last Puck game we saw from Mayhem, which was against J-Bod's team. Yeah, you guys did get beaten pretty hard game one. The lanes were fine, to be honest. Just kind of fell apart in the mid game and didn't put up much resistance to what Mayhem wanted to do, and it really snowballed out of control. I don't know if you saw last game that Mayhem played, but it looked very similar to that. Like, the net worth lead wasn't massive, but it just felt like your heroes had no options to play. So... yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, you just lost the mid game. Like, your lanes were fine. You were like almost exactly even coming out of the lane. So, to be honest, you guys kind of did the same thing to them game 2 that they did to you game 1. Like off the back of BTM just being massive on the Necro.
Ursa Warrior.
Now that's a team.
Ursa.
Who's it gonna be?
Alright, it's mid monkey. It's offlane Ursa.
5 seconds.
Offlane Ursa does not feel particularly good into Medusa, I would think. And it is carrying Medusa into Shadow Demon. And Shadow Demon does kind of wreck this Slaughter hero as well, so... I don't know, I feel like Slapnuts have a much better draft. Yeah, and after Slapnuts played better game 1, I think Mayhem really need to step it up if they want to have a chance in this game. And like a lot of it, again, when you play against this Mayhem team, they are so bound by how well Ellie does in lane. If Ellie has a good lane and feels confident making plays mid game, the Mayhem team looks completely different. But Puck Monkey should be okay for Puck, I would think. T-Tools. And it's going to be
Everybody get
4
set.
Phoenix, 5 AA.
This changes everything.
Smoke up from
Enjoy this.
Slapnuts.
Let's keep it clean, folks.
Will you come mid and hold hands with me?
Spring Roll is going to break the smoke, and Essence are fairly close. I know nothing's really broken out yet, but is game sound seeming better? Alright, Monkey does spot out the entire enemy team, and it looks like Slapnuts.
30 seconds to showtime.
You can't just BML like that. That's fucked up. Oh, hang on. Let me turn the cat cam off, dude. He's a snoozing anyway. Yeah, little piggies, they took a game. To be fair, that was also Mayhem's first win of the series in that.
And here we go.
Yeah, Chris gonna walk up. Does throw out the stun. Does not secure the bounty rune, and it might cost him his life. Where's the blood grenade? Throw that blood grenade, man.
Got a feeling this is gonna be good.
You throw that blood grenade, you get an extra right click or two. Monkey's dying. Commit the blood grenade early. I learned this one from watching Andrew stream. You just throw the blood grenade. If you got 2 heroes clicking a guy, you throw the blood grenade. But Chris losing a lot of HP there will be quite good for LG's mid lane. Chris does have tangos, but
Unorthodox, but effective.
we'll need to slowly tango up in the lane. There's going to be a lot of pressure on this Ursa, how well he does in this top lane. I really feel like Medusa should be quite good into Ursa, the core matchup. And Ursa putting some heat out, but it's only level 1 Fury Swipe, so not taking up too much damage. But yeah, the double ranged, especially into Ursa. Like, this Ursa was overall last pick, so some sort of crazy idea here.
Somebody eyes the Dyer's career.
Alright, Felia's courier gets sniped. Pretzel, TPing back to his tower. Does get the ward block down too, so... let me load up the last hits. Felia, every last hit bar 1 so far in the lane, so she's having a very good time. Wait, why is my ping so bad? What the hell? Meanwhile, in top lane, Yoshi getting very aggressive and actually does manage to jump forward out of the snake, so doesn't take much punishment from the snake, but is just getting right-clicked away as soon as he can no longer stand there and fight. Does burn a lot of health from Claire and a lot of mana from Ophelia, so... Ursa now being on low HP, just getting clicked down every time he walks in lane. Nicely done by Ophelia. Spring roll in the bottom lane, getting forced away, and Icy as well. Flying Tree just absolutely blowing them away on this Jakiro. And no regen left for this Dire bottom lane. There's no regen on this courier either.
Uproot and after them.
Spring roll 300 HP and no regen. Probably kind of just needs to die. Honestly. Let's pull the lane back a little bit, but can't even really participate here. The blood grenade is thrown out. The spring roll runs over, but spring roll only 300 HP, so just dies. Claire looking to contest the Lotus. Not going to be able to though. Disruption comes out and holds Claire back, and Yoshi now running over does not land an Earth Shock. And Ophelia's still having a fantastic time in this lane. Lots of good last hitting. But Monkey also the same in mid lane. Doing quite well for himself. Obviously, you know, it's range hero versus range hero on the mid lane, so you can chill. But Icy in the bottom lane does manage to dive out in time. Actually, Puck quite low in the mid lane too.
Denied.
And one Magoo Force from Ophelia. And actually in the bottom lane, just trading supports. No, actually it was Spring Roll that died, so call for support, never mind. Spring Roll's misery continues. Now the lowest core hero on last hits.
Evangelizing for my cause.
Pretzel just pressing some spells. Yeah, Dirty. I don't know if you played much Dota recently, but this is not really a thing. But This Yoshi is just a sub for this team. Their regular offlaner is not here, so might explain some of the weirdness a little bit. Yoshi's the main roster? Wait, so Schooner Belly's the sub? Am I cooking? Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, fair enough.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
Alright, never mind. Well, I take that back. Spring trying to get aggressive here, but it's a Jakiro just absolutely battering away a Slaughter. Phoenix forced to dive away. Jakiro just 2v1. Also, if you're ever gonna ice breath the enemies, you want to liquid frost them. I've learnt that as well. Like, even if you're only gonna like liquid frost them and then get one more right click off, the ice breath is better. So the fire breath is better in that circumstance where it's the only right click you do, but in almost every other circumstance you want to ice breath them. Pretzel did rotate mid and secure a rune. Claire now gonna gate bottom. And the fearsome level 3 AA gang. Can Slaughter stack up a bash? No. What can they do here? Slaughter sprinting forward. AA now reveals a presence. The Sprout is there. Blood grenade thrown. And now Slaughter is going to get the bash along with the proc from AA. They will kill Forgus here. Icy does die first, but now Spring Roll and Claire on towards Flying Tree. A second blood grenade from Claire. And the bash up. And another crush. Double kill for Spring Roll. Very nice rotation from Claire. That's not what I was expecting.
Radiant's bottom tower's seen better days.
And Claire now able to get the 7-minute Wisdom Rune. Fed away the other support so they could take the Wisdom Rune. Very good gameplay. Puck clearing through some stacks. Having a pretty terrible time of it in the mid lane. Speaking of mid lane, Monkey rotating top. Ophelia, not a whole lot of mana here. No mangoes as well. And hello? Is that Envision? Ophelia barely by the skin of her teeth dodging the gank, but does now walk forward. Is going to get banished up. Claire TPing in, but it might be a little bit late. Does Ophelia have the ulti skill? Ophelia does have the ulti skill, but no mana for it now, and he's just going to pop to the Shadow Demon there. And Claire now absolutely killed as well. Crush misses from Slaughter. Slaughter's only level 5 here. Slaughter now just going to get absolutely run down as well.
Radiant's mid
Crush to hold back Monkey, but should just be chased down. And Forgus with the TP in. They will spot out Spring Roll, and Monkey with the Boundless Strike does finish off Spring Roll.
The Dire best do something about that bottom tower.
Illusion.
And this has been a miserable series for Spring Roll.
Dire's top towers, you know the drill. No breaking down the Radiant structures like this. Dire's top tower's gone. Radiant's mid tower's getting banged.
Yeah, my favorite ranged hero, Monkey King. Holy fuck, man. Once again, kill attempt out onto Flying Tree. He is fairly alone here against the three of Essence, so he will die. But yeah, Ellie not really able to get involved so far in this game.
Right now.
I do have 5 heroes in the area, and
Dire's mid tower
a
won't
ward
last
spotting
much
out behind the tower, so the pings are coming out onto Monkey, but Puck is not really interested in this one. I don't know if they can dive the Monkey. Does have the ulti skill. And the TP is mid though, and Puck just doing Puck things. And honestly, they're just sitting Monkey down here, and Monkey's not really phased. I don't really feel like Monkey's threatened. They really need the Puck and a coil to do anything to this Monkey. And in fact, Monkey now running forward. Pretzel finding the banish onto Ophelia. The TP coming in. Wukong's command is there. Ophelia, not enough mana for the ult. Chugs Mangoes, still has an ulti. Phoenix Egg goes down as well.
Dire's mid tower could use a little help.
Puck now close. Level 5 Jakiro in mid does get caught by the Ice Path. And Jakiro just able to man fight the puck away.
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower?
Dire offlane tower dies. Monkey running forward. Looking for Claire, who was stacking. Let's check how the network's going. Not good. Not good if you're a Mayhem fan. The fight is happening middle. Yoshi does clean up Elegy. Icy now here as well. Does have a dive. Can get the dive off. Macropire for the creeps. But they lose their mid laner for that one.
Dire's mid tower's having technical difficulties.
Also,
tower could use a little help.
for the little P's guys, I will publish the VOD after this. It's same stream. I didn't end the stream between them, so I'll have to work out if I can like split the VOD or some shit like that. I don't know how to do it. I'm sure it's an option somewhere. But I see now trying to fight. Jakiro does dive forward, but takes the dive all the way out. Spring Roll sprinting forward, but Yoshi has a blink. He's on towards Icy. Icy already dead. The Stone Gaze out, but everyone's just disengaging. LG does go forward, but not able to find anything. The orb does land on Jakiro. Jakiro does die. Puck takes the orb out of there. And Spring Roll sprinting off in the river, so all that for a 1-for-1. Pos 5 for Pos 4, but Forgus did not attend. He was happily farming in the meantime. Essence do make themselves a little bit of space on the map to catch up. And
regeneration.
Puck able to find a power rune.
Behold.
Trouble brewing at Radiant.
Slido going straight blink. Might be able to get a bit more involved with that blink online. A smoke out from Pretzel and Monkey. The smoke does break. Ellie has no idea. The blink from Ursa is there, but the orb thrown out by Puck is going to take the orb, and heroes are already on top of this Puck, and Puck nowhere to go, trapped up by the banishment illusions. Centaur Ravage on the back line.
Dire's top tower's getting beat down.
The Spring Roll is alone here down against Jakiro, but does not feel strong enough to do anything about it.
Top tower.
And
You know the drill.
yeah, I think they might be baiting for the profit here. No, Pretzel calling for the tree cut and this ward placement. That's good gameplay from Slapnuts. That's a really nice ward. And that will not get dewarded, I don't think. Speaking of wards, Icy under a ward here on this 14-minute, and Monkey is coming over, waiting up for the rest of the team. And Claire does spot one out. Spring Roll running forward, but it's into a Macropire Ice Path. Spring Roll taking a lot of damage. Still in the Macropire. Is now forced to get out. Puck does throw the orb forward, but doesn't commit. The egg is there, but the egg's just going to be clicked down by Chris. Chris is taking a bit of damage. The Stone Gaze actually protects the egg. The egg gets off. Nicely done. Chris very low. Is going to fall. Connected by the Ice Path, but the Monkey rings are doing enough to finish the fight off anyway. And Spring Roll did fall there. Monkey with the Diffusal Blade, just way too much damage for that Medusa to stand in. Slider does now have Blink, but looks like it arrived like as a result of that fight, not before it, so maybe there's hope for Slider to get on top of somebody like the Jakiro now and just beat them to death.
And ice.
Silence.
The seeds of fortune.
Pretzel drops a ward to
Radiant's
secure the
bottom tower
Tormentor.
in a pretty
He's calling his
sad
team
right
down to
now.
do it. And we saw Slapnuts were very good about doing the Tormentor last time.
Silence.
Jakiro doesn't have enough health. Doesn't really want to TP over for it. And Yoshi is killing Roche. The scan is out and the Ice Block is coming. Gonna force Yoshi out. Can Slider find him? Slider has the blink. The crush is there. There is an ulti from Yoshi. Can he stay alive long enough for this Ice Blast to end? In the meantime, Puck dies somewhere. Prophet TP in. Prophet is getting beaten down by Springroll now. There's another bash coming. Yoshi blinks forward. Yoshi doesn't have enough in the tank to kill Springroll. Springroll channeling the Watcher. Flying Trick Cow does show on towards Claire with the blast and Ice Path. There's not enough damage to kill Claire here, but it's like Essence losing the confidence and Icy actually getting 5 stacked up here by Pretzel. And if Pretzel lands another stack, forces the egg from Icy. Icy will live here, but does cost an egg. Alright, nicely done by Essence. Punish the Roche attempt. And this Ursa is just Blink Morbid Mask, so if they slow Ursa's game down, well, I mean, Ursa's kind of slowing his own game.
Transformation.
Puck's dead. Solo killed by the monkey. But yeah, Ursa with no Battle Fury is going to be very slow getting items. And you see, despite Puck and Slider having very miserable games, Ursa is still on par with them.
Dyer's courier made its final delivery. Dyer's courier.
Whoa,
didn't
what
make
the?
The Dyer's courier took a trip to the old.
Alright, you know what?
farm
It wasn't
over the
Springroll's
silos
courier that
for the
died.
Dyer's
That's a win for
courier.
Essence. They are looking to protect this Roshan, I think. Smoke. Puck is far. The smoke from Slapnuts as well. The scan does spot them out. And Smoke's going to break on both teams. The crush forward, the Ice Frost does land. Yoshi doing what he can. Springroll getting absolutely battered. Purged up. Chris finds the Phoenix. Claire manages to kill Yoshi with the help of Roshan.
Should've run while you had the chance.
But Essence, 2 of their cores just not there for that. They smoke up, they wanted it. August
Behold.
forward onto Puck. Puck's courier
Radiant's top
gonna cop
tower's
it. That's the
taking hits.
Witchblade.
Dyer's
Chris just-
courier didn't make it.
Chasing Puck to the ends of the earth. Ophelia just hitting creeps this whole time.
Dyer's structure's looking fortified.
Diag
Dyer's
lift to defend their tier
mid-tower
2.
won't last much
And that
longer.
is pretty
Trouble
good.
brewing at Radiant's
Along with the
bottom
push bottom, might defend Roshan. Nurse tipping bottom, so
Nothing will stand
Monkey
in my
finds
way.
the DD though. And they are going to be spotting Ophelia shortly on this ward, I think. Just out of vision. Oh, never mind. She's under this ward anyway. They see her. There's a DD monkey coming. The Fusel Blade to open up. The Purge, the Ice Path. No mana and just absolutely clapped down by the DD monkey.
Silence.
And the Orchid reveal now onto Puck.
This changes nothing.
Oh god, it's miserable.
Dyer's top tower's getting beat down. Dyer's mid tower won't last much. Dyer's got one last top tower. Dire's mid tower could use a little
And
help.
same story as last game. Essence, next round of items just seem too far away for them to have an
Radiant's
impact.
bottom tower's seen better days. Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
Slapnuts are having a difficult time pushing the mid tier 2, but they're also not in any rush to push the mid tier 2. And
Radiant lost one of them bottom towers.
Roshan looks to be the next target of Slapnut's aggression. Meantime, there is some stuff going on up the top, but Yoshi and Pretz in the pit.
The Dire's courier
Yoshi
took a
snipes
trip to the
Icy's
old family farm.
Icy's courier and just goes up to the screw with Icy as well. But Slaughter is here. There is a disruption and a purge, and Springroll like can't move, man. What is Springroll's glitching out? It makes enough space. The Wukong command does not actually get dropped. The coil on the backline, flying tree cow will fall. Ice Blast not gonna land, and Puck comes straight out to a Orchid. And Yoshi is just hitting Roche in the meantime.
Pretty sad right now.
And gonna come over and help finish up the team fight. Pretzel doesn't even go down. Chikiro the only casualty there. And unfortunately, the Shadow Demon Purge, too much for Springroll, and like it's not gonna get better. You can't even buy BKB to deal with that.
Dire's mid tower's having technical difficulties. Dire's mid tower's nothing now.
There's a world where you can deal with it by being far enough ahead that you can just blink on him and like bash him to death, but it's not this world, unfortunately, for Mayhem. And they're like frantically like avoiding fights with Doosa, but like when the fights are going this poorly, you can't really like farming off the side of the map doesn't really do anything. You see just how farmed the rating cores are. Even Yoshi, who I was talking about having slow item progression, is having a fine time. Is he gonna spend that? Oh no, no money. He already had shard. Never mind. A couple heroes now smoked from Slapnuts.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
Yoshi's lagging behind a little bit. Didn't have mana to take the portal. And Springroll actually going to blink forward on towards Jakiro. The Ice Blast is coming. The Ice Blast does land. Disruption from Pretzel is there. And Chris catches them with a wonderful Boundless Strike. Springroll actually maybe going to get away. No, brought down by the Prophet TP in. Claire also orchided up, clicked down. And now Ophelia with no Stone Gaze and no hope. Puck does throw what she can and take the Aegis, but that will be all. It's a 4-0, and it didn't even look close. The only reason Yoshi died is because he was low HP, low mana before the fight started. That Boundless Strike from Chris was on point. Not only did it stop the Phoenix dive, but it also collected heroes in the back line as well. And now they're just up on the high ground. Phoenix has to basically stand in the fountain to avoid dying. They don't want to take the tier 3, and the respawns are quite short, so a little bit slow. Die have another glyph.
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business.
Springroll is spotted here.
Structures for now.
And looks like Slapnut's just gonna back off. Take it easy, chill. Yoshi getting pinged out here, but they're... Oh no, it's their own vision, so Yoshi's still showing on the ward. Yoshi. Does get... Actually dodges the crush and turns around onto Springroll. Springroll is breaking the blink, but they're... Essence looks so scared to go on this, and Monkey on the backline is Yule's up, but he's just going to Wukong command. The coil to hold him there, but Essence are already trying to get out. Both their supports are dead. The cores running every which way. Spring roll not going to escape.
The depths.
And Monkey even has the read on Puck. Monkey sees the Puck, the Orchid's there. Puck has nothing to deal with the Orchid.
Taken before my time.
No, this game is just the Chris show, honestly.
Dyer's mid tower use a little help.
Roots and run.
You know, rest of Slapnut's strong supporting characters, but it's Chris's show.
The Dyer couldn't hang on.
Now the
to
tower
that
dead. Monkey with the boundless strike, almost blasting Icy there. A little bit low on the Jakiro. And respawns are very low, so once again, Slapnut's not able to get in and be decisive, but they are steadily chipping away at the Dire base.
Uproot and after them.
August constantly in the side lanes, pushing them out, so now Essence stuck in their base. You know, they're yellow smoking at the Prophet. I don't hate this. Prophet just forced off his own fucking creep. He did too. And now he's going to run into Slider. I bet he wishes he had that force stuff. Pretzel is close by. Does throw the Demonic Perch and the Disruption to try and help him, but he's alone. He's just man fighting them, actually. Almost brings down Spring Roll. The egg forced. Pretzel will kill Spring Roll. Pretzel forced to be coiled up. Claire running forward, and they will kill Pretzel. But Yoshi on the back line stoned up, and Essence, they have to get out. Claire, no mana for a TP. Icy's TP does get cancelled. Claire TPing out, but Yoshi gonna find the hits. And in the meantime, Jakiro killing bot. Jakiro will die here.
Strange time to
Alright,
hibernate.
Essence 3 for 3. That's about as good as they could hope for. But even the two heroes left alive just walk up the high ground. They're not scared at all, and Ophelia's got to be careful walking over here, honestly. Feels like Ursa might just try this. Nullifier now for Chris. He's big. He's very big. Spring Roll still trying to work in towards that BKB. It's still far away. Icy might just run into Chris again, and Icy under a ward. Alright, Chris does manage to, well, Icy does manage to leave. Spring Roll, though. Trying to run back to base. Under vision. Down the strike is there. Monkey does clip himself. It doesn't matter. Monkey's got the range to hit fucking Slaughter anyway. Do you have attack? No, he doesn't even have the attack range. Oh, God.
Mwah. Absolute cinema.
Oh, okay, it's a cell. I was like, what the fuck is this? Why does Medusa have fucking salves?
Fuzzy wuzzy.
Alright. I'm missing the start of the F1 because Slapnuts won't finish this game. I hope they're happy with themselves.
Bounty.
Meanwhile, top lane, Yoshi blinks forward. Does have every ability in the game thrown at him, but he just enrages it off, and Chris is forward, and there is no threats to Chris here at all. The Stone Gaze comes out, but they're just waiting it out patiently, and Forgus now hitting on towards Ophelia. Egg is up on the background. Ophelia's already dead. Monkey King on the egg. He's just beating it to death. Slider coming over. Does get the crush. Not going to get the egg off. And now the Wukong's command. Slider slowed up in the Wukong's command. And dead. Puck did manage to get back to base. Claire also going to get back to base, but Chris is just running past the buildings looking for more.
Dyer's mid-rags is getting swamped. The Dyer went and fortified
And there's the
their
Dire glyph.
structures. Radiant's gone and fortified their structures. Dyer's top tower, you know the drill. Dire's lost the top tower.
But finally their first lane of racks fall.
Dire's top rags.
They have no tier 3s available in any other lanes.
Dire's top rags.
There will be one more
Didn't
glyph. Dire will get one more fight here.
Top rags is all the piece. Dire's mid rags didn't make it.
Oh, Slapnuts could leave and go get Roche and be very chill. Come on, the formation lap's about to start. What the fuck?
Fire and ice. Warriors of the wood.
And Slapnut's just chilling. They're not in any rush, you know. They have nowhere to be. They're not interested in anyone else's evening or... To be fair, they kind of won this game 20 minutes ago. It's just being patient. What the fuck happened over here? It looks like maybe they are going to wait for Roche. They bring Pretzel up top. They spot Slider. And they orchid Slider. Slider has BKB. Slider BKBs, but the physical damage is just so much. And August just clicks Slider down. And that's 13k net worth difference. Elegy does manage to TP away, despite being perched. Nicely done. And get a hero out. Mayhem, yellow smoking at the Jakiro. Jakiro very alone. Jakiro 4-staff. Jakiro coiled. Jakiro dead. They trade Jakiro for a Rax. There's a glyph.
Dire's mid rags ain't doing so hot.
But they're not going to be here in time to defend this Rax. That's the second lane.
Dire's mid rags.
Roshan has spawns. Forgus, Atos up, but not in any danger. Slapnuts turning their attention to the final lane. Now turning their attention now to the Roche. Pretzel gonna check it. Chris is gonna check it. He spots that it's up. Chris is now Roshan. And Roshan doesn't hit friends. What the fuck? 2 Roshans? Roche is actually doing a fair bit of damage here. Chris leaps out of the Roche pit with the shard. Roche is on the run. Yo, somebody stop that guy. Is the game bugged? What the hell? Dude, I want to see. He better fucking take this into their base. He better take this into their base. Yes. Yes. Stomp around where they can see. Let them know.
Rough day for Dire's bottom rags.
Oh, Forgus TP spawned, Icy, orchided and dead. Does force the early enrage there, but Forgus is just flight clicking this Slider again. Slider is just being absolutely beaten. The egg is in the Wukong's command. They can't protect it. Chris going forward does kill Claire. The buybacks are coming from Essence. Icy dead again. Forgus does have no respawn, but Yoshi finds another hero. The Mega Creeps are out, and Essence still stuck in their base once more. Chris just absolutely annihilates one more hero, and another one for good luck. Yoshi in the fountain looking for Claire. This is the second time tonight Claire's been fountain died like that. And there are no buybacks. There's nothing left. Nothing left except for the tier 4s and the Dire Ancient. Yoshi's disconnected.
Hope the Dire weren't partial to that mid tower. Dire's mid tower could use a little help.
Unfortunate from
Hope the Dire weren't partial
Mayhem.
to that mid tower.
They really need to go back to their drafts on this one, I think. Game 1, they first pick Ember, and first picking Ember into a known OD picker. Wait, hold. Alright, Yoshi dead like a noob. Worth it. Yeah, good tip. Good game. I've got to go. The Formula 1's on. I'll publish the VODs because I will remember this time. Congrats to Slapnuts on the 2-0.